Namaste, Namaskaram, Vanakkam, viewers. My name is Gyanendra Kumar and I am biology educator in India. I used to teach for NEET UG in India. So, in this video, we are going to discuss about sexual transmitted infection. So, students, this video is exclusively for NEET preparation. I have not added extra content in it. So, what are the sexual transmitted infections? Sexual transmitted infections are those infections which are transmitting from one person to another person through sexual contact. Yes, if someone is infected with any kind of sexual transmitted disease and he will intercourse with another one or she will intercourse with another one, so sexual partner will also get infected with that disease, right? This sexual transmitted infection is mostly infect this age group, 15 to 24 age group they used to infect. Yes. Why especially 15 to 24 age group? Because this is the age group person is not mature, not much mature, you have not much idea about how to protect itself from sexual transmitted infection. He is not very sure about selecting sexual partner. So, this is most vulnerable age. So, one can be region. Now, sexual transmitted infection, they can be the bacterial infection, means through bacteria, or they can be viral, or they can be protozoal. If sexual transmission is due to any kind of bacterial infection, we will call it bacterial sexual transmitted infections. An example is like you see gonorrhea. From this, see this just from chart only, you can see 2017, 2020, NEET AIPMT 2015, so many questions came from chart. You can see I have just written here. So, from bacteria, example is gonorrhea. So, gonorrhea is caused by bacteria gonococcus or Neisseria gonorrhoeae. Yes, Neisseria gonorrhoeae. Another one is syphilis, very common disease. This syphilis is caused by one spiral bacteria. This bacteria is Treponema pallidum. So, Treponema pallidum is a spiral bacteria which have endoflagella that causes syphilis, right? This syphilis is diagnosed by a method that's called, it have a diagnostic test, that is VDRL, Venereal Disease Research Laboratory. So, VDRL is a test that used for detection of syphilis. Then chlamydiasis. This chlamydiasis is another bacterial disease caused by Chlamydia trachomatis bacteria. And then we have chancroid. This chancroid is caused by Haemophilus drucei bacteria. Okay. Now come to viral diseases. Guys, viral diseases, a very common disease, genital warts. This genital wart is caused by human papilloma virus. Then genital herpes, so painful blister will appear on the genitalia, and it's caused by herpes simplex virus 2. And another common disease which is not only sexual transmitted infection, it's also transmitted through infected needle, infected syringe, like someone is infected with hepatitis B and same needle and syringe used for that person and another person also, so disease will be transmitted. Particularly this hepatitis B is transmitted through contaminated food and water also. Yes. So, genital herpes, genital wart, genital herpes, hepatitis B, AIDS, AIDS most discussed disease all over the world, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, and this acquired immunodeficiency syndrome is caused by a virus, HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. So, AIDS, hepatitis B, genital warts are common example of viral diseases. In these all diseases, genital herpes, hepatitis B and AIDS cannot cure completely. Yeah, these three diseases according to our NCERT book, we can control them, we can suppress them, but they cannot cure completely, they can appear anytime. Genital what? Hepatitis B and HIV infection, that means AIDS. Now come to protozoal disease. So protozoal disease, one example is trichomoniasis. This trichomoniasis is caused by a protozoa, Trichomonas vaginalis, which used to infect vagina. Yes. So how it transmit, we have discussed already, through sexual contact, but particularly these two diseases, hepatitis B and AIDS, it transmitted by sharing infected needle, surgical instruments, blood and blood product. Sharing blood transfusion or any kind of blood product, so this disease can transmit from one person to another person, right? Now what are common symptom of this diseases? See, in the early stage, very early it will be asymptomatic, it can be asymptomatic for long period of the time, long period. It will be asymptomatic. After that, in early symptom, it will cause itching, yes, itching, then it will cause fluid discharge, it will cause slight pain, and it will cause swelling in the genital region. But when disease will fully develop, then it will cause as pelvic inflammatory diseases, pelvic region inflammation will be there, okay. Then abortion is also possible, miscarriage, the baby, if she is pregnant, it's possible the baby will not complete the gestation period. Stillbirth, early birth is also possible. Ectopic pregnancy will also possible. Ectopic pregnancy means the embryo can implant other than uterus, like embryo can implant in fallopian tube. So it's natural. If embryo will implant other than a uterus anywhere, it's not going to develop into fetus, is it? And then it can cause infertility also, and sometime it is documented that it can cause reproductive tract cancer also. So question is that how to control this situation, how to manage this situation. Obviously, if someone got infection, they should consult to proper doctor in early stage as soon as possible. They should not ignore the problem. Another thing, please don't do sex with unknown partner, okay. Don't have sex with multiple partner. Always try to use condom during coitus. Go for qualified doctor for early detection of sexual transmitted infection. So in this disease, in this video, we discussed what is sexual transmitted infection, in which age group it infect, then what are the examples of sexual transmitted infections, what are common symptoms, and how to control it. Remaining we'll see in next video. Bye.